Bomma le botate, molokoloko wa dirutegi o tla tsena mo nakwaneng ye kopana. Le kgopelwa go ema.
Dames en here, die akademiese prosesie sal nou inbeweeg. U word versoek om asseblief op te staan.
Ladies and gentlemen, the academic procession will now enter. You are kindly requested to stand.
By the power vested in me, I hereby constitute this assembly as a legal congregation of the University of Pretoria. During this assembly, degrees with all the associated rights and privileges will be conferred to the candidates whose names appear in the program. Please take your seats. As you take your seats, I also just wanted to warn you that we are not exempt to ESCOM's antiques, which happened a short while ago. Our generators will kick in. We also have our own anti-ESCOM antiques. Ladies and gentlemen, we request you to join us in silent prayer or meditation to give thanks for the achievements of our students. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, as Vice Chancellor and Principal of the University of Pretoria, I extend a hearty word of welcome to you at this graduation ceremony. Allow me to welcome the following officials of the university: the Dean, Professor Elsa Biskuman; the Deputy Dean, Professor Charles Maimela; the Assistant Director, Department of Enrollment and Student Administration; chairpersons of schools, heads of departments, directors, emeriti and honorary professors, and other lecturers and their spouses and partners. Representative of the Student Representative Council who will represent the Student Representative Council for the academic honorary carriers. All persons to whom degrees will be conferred this morning. All spouses, partners, parents, and other parties, as well as dignitaries who we may not be aware of. I will then now give my graduation address. vice principals, deans, academic and professional services staff, our soon-to-be graduates, that is yourselves, parents, guardians, friends, partners, and spouses. It is my great honor to welcome you all to this much-anticipated day, the 2022 Autumn Graduation Ceremony at the University of Pretoria. It's been a long wait to be able to gather together in person for graduation, and it's wonderful to be here despite ESCOM trying to disrupt us. We also warmly welcome all of you who are part of this ceremony online. It is now a feature of life that many things will run in hybrid format, with people in person, present, and others following or participating online. The soon-to-be graduates here today personify the triumph of the human spirit, endurance and commitment to getting over the finishing line. I'm quite sure there are some of you who thought, why did I ever try a degree? Is this thing ever going to end? You got over the finishing line. Speaking on behalf of the entire university, we could not be more proud of you. We have come through the most difficult of times, including the pandemic and the turbulent state of our economy, society, and indeed the world. The mountains you have climbed to get here today will most certainly stand you in excellent stead for the many shifts, disruptions, challenges, and changes you will face as part of life and living. What you have achieved, a qualification from the University of Pretoria, a leading university in South Africa, I think we should just say the top university in South Africa. You are actually graduating from the top law faculty in Africa. And the world will be your passport to an exciting future. A university qualification enables social, economic, and knowledge mobility. It takes people out of poverty and has a wide-ranging positive impact on society. Education is the only way to achieve this. Show me a country where people are uneducated and unskilled, and it is a prosperous and sustainable country. There is none, and there is a good reason for this. Education is the foundation of the sustainability and prosperity of society and individuals. As your Vice Chancellor, despite all the challenges we have faced together and continue to face, I'm very excited about the future, as there is so much we can achieve and so much more we can do. There is no better time to think about where we have come from, where we are now, what our priorities and what the future holds and what the future does hold for all of us in the world. We ask these questions as individuals, and we ask this as a university community of which you will always be a part. Remember, today you graduate into something else, an alumni of the University of Pretoria. Universities exist to examine and produce graduates who deeply understand the past and the present in order to proactively respond to the future. To live up to this, you need to be strongly experienced as key drivers and collaborative agents of ethical behavior, innovation, and change. This is especially so in these times of multiple emergencies, which include the pandemic, the crisis of democracy, human rights and the rule of law, the assault on democracy in several African countries, and also the democratic backslide in the United States and many other countries around the world. These are disturbing times that require us all to think and act globally. We need to rethink politics and national and global governance systems. University communities and their graduates who contribute to this knowledge are influencers of global politics and solution finders for the many wicked problems our country, our continent, and the world faces. And indeed the planet. As you know, we have a planetary crisis manifested in the devastating impacts of climate change, some of which we saw in the last 2 weeks in KwaZulu-Natal. It is therefore very important that all of those local and global challenges expressed in the Sustainable Development Goals of the United Nations, the Africa Agenda 2063, the Africa we want, and South Africa's National Development Plan are addressed using knowledge, skill, and professional people trained in top universities. We need you to go out there and play your part in the co-evolving of human rights, democracy, environmentalism, and the innovation-driven knowledge economy, represented by what we call the quintuple helix. This elevates environmental sustainability as necessary to the transition of societies and economies if we are to shift ourselves away from the planetary tipping point. You have huge power in your hands. You are among only 12% of students in South Africa who gained access to the university, to university education. And you are a graduate of UP, need I repeat, the top university in South Africa and Africa. UP is one of the country's largest producers of graduates, by the way, representing 13.7% and 7.7% of this highly skilled workforce in Gauteng and in South Africa. We are looking at ways of expanding this access by increasing student numbers, by adding online-only and lifelong learning programs, which will benefit all of you throughout your careers and lives. So consider your graduation today as only the beginning. You will graduate multiple times from the University of Pretoria. The success of our students is paramount. The ongoing disruptive challenges, including technological transformations, have put an even greater premium on student success. Disruption has accelerated the technological curve of what is called the fourth industrial revolution, which will lead to what the Japanese call Society 5.0, characterized by the use of digital technologies, communication platforms, and information systems across all sectors. You all experienced this during the pandemic. This has normalized trends such as hybrid remote working, e-commerce, automation, and artificial intelligence and online learning, which will persist and expand into the future with human ingenuity, hopefully using technology to help create a better, easier, and sustainable future for all. In an article on sustainability entitled Society 5.0, a Japanese concept for superintelligent society, Sustainability 2021, it explains that in Society 5.0, all sorts of systems such as medicine, energy management, and transportation systems, among others, are connected for the mitigation of local and global problems. Coupled with disruptive technologies, PwC's 2019 report titled Workforce of the Future 2030, Global Trends Challenged by African Realities, lists the top generic skills for the future as sense-making, social intelligence, adaptive thinking, strong people management, group coordination, judgment, negotiation, decision-making skills, cultural competencies, computational thinking, new media literacy, transdisciplinarity, and a design mindset and virtual collaboration. We hope that your education at UP has helped you develop many of these competencies together with entrepreneurial skills now widely recognized as a critical component of higher education. In the superintelligent society, the article, it goes on to say that Society 5.0 generates an environment with a strong, small, and medium-sized enterprise movement. Partnerships, startups, small business incubation can enable a new form of internationalization that provides huge potential for international cooperation, and business growth. This speaks directly to your future careers. Being future-focused is all about sustainability, the clarion call in the world today. At UP, our commitment to sustainability permeates all aspects of UP's culture. Key levers, including driving a transdisciplinary agenda and culture of innovation across all university functions. The inherent complexity of societal challenges has given great impetus to this, and UP is at the forefront of transdisciplinary innovation through the establishment and development of centers, institutes, and platforms, such as the Future Africa Institute, Javet UP Arts Center, Engineering 4.0, Innovation Africa at UP, and the recently established Center for the Future of Work. We will continue to strengthen the university's reputation for novel research and innovation through our growing number of partnerships and by foregrounding transformation to a diverse, inclusive, and equitable university community from the undergraduate level onwards. We are proud to say that access by previously excluded groups has progressively improved, with the percentage of Black undergraduate contact students increasing from 45.2% in 2012 to 61.5% in 2021. Similarly, for the same period, the proportion of Black postgraduate students increased from 53.1% to 65.6% respectively. The percentage of Black first-time entering students increased from 44.8% in 2012 to 63.1% in 2021. And enrollments in science, engineering, technology, studied fields for Black students increased from 48.1% to 59% respectively. A critical requirement is addressing societal gender imbalances, and we are constantly working on creating conditions for women to thrive academically and professionally. We are therefore very pleased with the consistently high pass rates of our female students across our programs. The lower pass rates of male students is a concern that the university is addressing. Gentlemen, we need to talk outside. And I'm also glad to say that 55% of our students across the university are female. A huge area where we've been actively and increasingly addressing is the gender-based violence pandemic in our society, which is not tolerated at UP, and something we trust that all our graduates, particularly our male graduates, will actively oppose whenever and wherever you experience it. We all need to strongly and sustainably confront issues of gender, sexual orientation, and race discrimination in our communities and empower vulnerable individuals and groups, especially women and girls, with avenues of safety and redress. As a university, we actively engaging with our students and communities about GBV, and we have programs and policies to address this. On the academic side, we are accelerating leadership training in the GBV service sector. Another area we are strongly focusing on as a research-intensive university is attracting and retaining academic staff with PhDs. The number of staff at UP with PhDs has increased by 14% over the past decade to the current level of 69.4%, which is the highest in South Africa and the highest on the African continent. The South African average is 48%, and the continental average is some 34%. UP today is one of the highest producers of research compared to our South African peers. Our National Research Foundation rated researchers, now at 595, is the highest number nationally. NRF rated researchers are by definition unequivocally recognized as leading international scholars in their field, and UP has 17 NRF A-rated scholars. The NRF system benchmarks our researchers against the best of the world. Universities today have to be nationally and internationally competitive. You cannot maintain quality in a research-poor environment. It directly affects the quality of what is being taught and weakens the entire university system. We are committed to increasing our percentage of top researchers by proactively growing and supporting our doctoral and postdoctoral pipeline. They are invaluable to our university community, our country, our continent, and the world as they leverage their networks to build partnerships. They produce patents, turn their research findings into new growth areas for economies, and contribute solutions for a better world. They also advance the social justice agenda, and we know that it is one of the critical agendas to achieve a full, genuine, and deep democracy. I'm extremely pleased to announce, to be able to share with you that from April 2022, this month, the NRF will be partnering with NEFSAS to increase access to funding opportunities for postgraduate students based on financial need and academic performance. I am expecting your applications for your postgraduate studies. The closing date is not yet arrived. This is part of and essential for the growth, diversification, and transformation of human capital in our country. Those of you wanting to pursue postgraduate studies can benefit from this, and this is not an option I'm giving you. It is an instruction I'm giving you as your Vice Chancellor and Principal. Another recent development is the establishment, as I said earlier on, of the Center for the Future of Work to help organizations and institutions future-proof what they would need to help their people reskill and upskill for the future of work or work of the future, and reimagine what the workplace for the future will look like. Future workplaces and future societies are not built on conventional thinking, nor are future solutions to human and global well-being. Strategies we adopt for a better world are not built on business as usual approaches. They require bold thinking, research, and positive and agile shifts. They require the research voices of our universities and graduates to come to the fore with appropriate strategies and solutions. As a new generation of knowledge leaders in society, you are part of this journey, which demands excellence and creativity in every field. I know that I'm the person standing between you and finally being a graduate by passing here. I'm pleased, therefore, to announce that in closing, my speech has come to an end. So you say, when am I ever going to graduate? He's still talking. In closing, I'm quoting Professor Peter Cochrane, OBE, from the University of Suffolk School of Engineering, Arts, Science, and Technology, who says, and I quote, "I wasn't born to be a spectator just watching the world go by. I was born to be a doer, a change agent, an improver of the status quo." I would, if the quote was mine, I would say, a person who changes the status quo. It's a fitting motto for you, our graduates. We wish you the greatest of success and happiness in your lives. And we look forward to keeping in touch and welcoming you to our alumni community. Thank you. You can now get your degree. I now request the Dean to introduce me to the candidates whose names appear in the program. Prof. Skoman.
Mr. Vice-Chancellor and Principal, the candidates that I will introduce to you now have all complied with the requirements for the degree Bachelor of Laws. Antoni Ackerman. With distinction. Simliki Addison, with distinction. She also receives the annual ELA Environmental Law Excellence Prize for the best academic performance at LLB level to every university applying to the ELA for this support. Kefo Ayun. Raini Aldis, with distinction. She also receives the SA Society for Labour Law Prize for the best student in Labour Law 410. Amoa Mansa, with distinction. Abena Ampoma. Robin Anderson with distinction. Linshri Arumogam Subramani, Muaz Badat, Tlaiseko Baloi, Masingita Baloi, Jacobus Barnard, Martinez Barnard, Rosanne Beneke, Willem Berange with distinction. Zandrei Beseidenhout, Courtney Baird, Tia Balakisten with distinction. Shikara Balkishan with distinction. She also receives the VZLR Incorporated Prize to the Best Student in Tax Practice BLP 420. Charlotte Bida, Nicola Beisters, Jamie Budu with distinction. Duarte Boysen, Brandon Bora with distinction. Danai Briet. She also receives the Supersport Prize for the Best Student in Sports Law 420. Chanel Brown with distinction. Hansie Buitendag, Bernelie Campbell, Mishka Kasim with distinction. Kopano Chauke. Jerusha Chiti with distinction. Laisha Chiba. Tanatswa Chikwande. Nakwel Chikamba. Tatenda Chirozvi. Marilise Solier with distinction. Mariana Klaassen with distinction. Harrison Clark. Kiranteba Kutsia with distinction. Sumari Kutsia with distinction. Diana Correa. Robin Culverwell with distinction. She also receives the Firm of the Year Award for the students participating in the Law Clinic program who are the top firm in each academic year. Andrusha Dagama. Yochomotso Dankwa. Matthew Davis with distinction. Claudio de Almeida with distinction. Esti de Beer. Yolandi de Beer. Bianca de Bruin. Marikula de Paiva. Bianca Dempers with distinction. She also receives the Chief Justice FLH Rim Floating Trophy for the Best Student in Public Law 410 and 420. Sipamandla Dlamini. Tando Dlamini.
Hello. She must come big. She must come big.
Remo Betswe Diale. Chegofatso Degale. Kaylee Durker with distinction. Andrea Dolphin with distinction. Arieta Duplessis with distinction. Celeste Duplessis. Mason Duplessis. Adi de Toey. Nicolas de Toey with distinction. Christel Duvenage with distinction. Tristan Edwards with distinction. Emma Estratio with distinction. Arnu Erasmus with distinction. Jock Erasmus with distinction. Lee Erasmus. Shannon Etta with distinction. Joshua Evely with distinction. Kaylee Farson. Rebecca Fernandez with distinction. Laziri Ferreira with distinction. Busisiwe Dube. Marcel Fourie with distinction. Martinez Fourie with distinction. Cameron Frans. Hester Fryer. Hasina Gafoor with distinction. Bianca Gibbs. Kiara Cochran. Alexander Goddard. Gabriela Gonçalves. Cameron Goodhead with distinction. Albert Gooding with distinction. Rivanya Govender. Lauren Gregor with distinction. Nicole Grobelaar. Sabrina Grobler with distinction. Emma Grunham. Isabella Gutler-Balkovich with distinction. Ryan Hines with distinction. He also receives the SA Society for Labour Law Prize for the Best Student in Labour Law 410. Savannah Hauser with distinction. Luke Haynes. Marika Heinz. Lisa Higo. Charles Himan. Celine Humphreys. Shaniza Ibrahimov. Naiman Ismail with distinction. Timony Ray Jansen van Rensburg. Danae January. Tyler Jardine. Bulelwa Yita. Crystal Johnson. Ismail Jusep. Riani Jordan. Douglas Kabuzi with distinction. Kyolebogile Kachung. Harshita Kapoor. Caitlin Kavanagh with distinction. Megan Kaiser with distinction. She also receives the Norton Rose Fulbright Prize for the Best Student in Medical Law 410. Sietsa Kekana with distinction. Chigofatso Gugwele. Nonhlanhla Kambule. Mampupi Kanse. Dawn Kumalo with distinction. Kristen Kleingeld with distinction. Dorothea Kuhn with distinction. Shannon Kohler. Offensie Kwenyang. Helena Creer with distinction. Sky Creer with distinction. Talia Creer. Zanele Kubeka. Mitle Kwananzi. Stephen Landsberg with distinction. Siboniso Langa. Gabriella Latham with distinction. She also receives the SA Society for Labour Law Prize for the Best Student in Labour Law 410. Savannah Lavis with distinction. Hannah Leroux with distinction. Halalelo Lebowane. And Tabeleng Lenake. Reese Lenting. Saipati Lepele. Sabina Letelier with distinction. Charles Liebenberg. Christian Liebenberg. Matthew Little. Sasha Lorden with distinction. Ruan Lotz. Winnie Lamani. Chelsea Loxton. Zakiti Lukele. Menenhle Lushaba. Erika Luchmana with distinction. She also receives the Private Law Prize for the Best Student in Private International Law 410, as well as the PPS Prize for the Best Student in Trusts and Estates 410. Tulisiwe Mabasa. Mkolisi Mabunda. Otembela Madikizela. Litabo Mahau. Siyanda Malwana. Siamtanda Mayalisa, Mosebotsana Mahato, Kensani Makondo, Kiamogetswe Maleka, Selitsi Maumela, Loreng Malewa, Patience Maluleke, Selby Malumbete, Mayanka Maniram, Menentle Manyike, Tafatswa Mapani, Donai Marie, Precious Maredi, Matthew Marshall, Natasha Maseko, Raisecha Mashilo, Odwa Mashwabane, Kanyisa Masinge, Letlolo Masipa, Pumelelo Masuku, Takutswa Matekwe with distinction. Kiara Maitia, Uderile Matladi, Nole Morwa Matsapola, Winnie Machini, Fikele Machila, Shadi Maubane, Zwandile Mafuzo, Dabentle Mazibuko, Tlengekile Mbata, Afika Mbedye, Urachesla Mbenze, Ruvembo Mbizvo, Karabo Mkwefe, Michaela Mendes with distinction, Basitsana Mechamere, Akutswe Mangami, James Mitchell, Kateko Mkari, Lungelo Mkize, Dylan Marco, Frida Modiba, Letabo Muepia, Chamo Mohochane, Mojaji Mohale, Mahosi Muslala, Rebutile Muslala, Dimpo Mohoto, Marona Mokwena. She also receives the Firm of the Year award for the students participating in the Law Clinic program, who are the top firm in each academic year. Mpo Molapo, Teboheng Moleko, Brooke Malloy. Ross Momberg. Masego Monama. Michelle Mongale. Nikaila Moodley. Amara Mukadam. Kamogelo Moseneke. Magauta Mutaung. Kamogelo Mutibe. Katlego Motlasedi. Machwene Mutlekwane with distinction. Mona Lisa Mpaka. Jabiso Mfahlele. Pumla Msomi. Sinamile Mtembu. Makaziwe Mtetwa. Fumani Mtungwa. Suletu Mtelwa. Mufaru Mugabe. Rutendo Mugabe. Rufaru Mugandani. Saint Lean Mohammed. Mariam Mukadam. Juliana Mutangama. Lisa Mutsingi. Kayaletu Myeza. Kyla Muller, with distinction. Keenan Naidu, with distinction. Kiris Naidu. Vishal Naidu, with distinction. Harsha Nanakan. Nolutando Tlala. Tokozo Ndlovu. Brandon Nell. Nicholas Nell, with distinction. Tinandava Namalili. Nomzamo Ngoma. Nomonde Ngwenya, with distinction. Bradley Nikerk. Lalandi Niemand, with distinction. Dipu Nkwana. Mbali Nkomo. Mbali Nkosi. Koleka Changase. Zitulele Kumalo. Matikomburera Nyamatsi. Nkosi Sepile Nyandeni. Shamaine Nyundu. Mbali Nzimande. Rowena Og, with distinction. She also receives the SA Society for Labour Law Prize for the Best Student in Labour Law 410. Zurelda Willifier. Johannes Westhuizen, with distinction. Anrich Otto. Ntato Padi with distinction. Elena Parker. Sayida Patel with distinction. Zara Patel with distinction. Amy Pawson with distinction. She also receives the Gildenhuys Malachi Incorporated Prize for the Best Student in Practical Law 400. Jock Peacock. Marco Pedro. Louis Piens. Jessica Penny with distinction. Ketsi Paladi. Boitumelo Phillips. Kiasha Pillai. Nishan Pillai with distinction. Shanice Pillay. Sivan Pillay. Monique Plaisir. Tyne Potgieter with distinction. Louis Pretorius with distinction. LZ Pride with distinction. Megan Price. Savannah Primer with distinction. Sean Bitter with distinction. He also receives the Private Law Prize for the Best Student in Private International Law 410. Anna Khadebe. Nolwazi Khadebe. Kiara Ragunat. Nabila Rahaman. Elisha Raju, Mariska Rao, with distinction. Mampa Nkadimeng, Tinasha Pillay, Tagatso Kekana, Raisha Ramkwelawan, with distinction. Ushir Ramsuran, Isufense Randa, Erika Ranto, with distinction. She also receives the Chair of Banking Law Prize for the Best Student in Law of Banking and Financial Institutions for 10. Daniela Raptakis, Cleopatra Rasapai, Karabo Ratau, Kim Reed, Marichelle Roberts, Tobias Rulofse, Mignon Rustov, with distinction. Jade Romain, Michaela Ruiz, Melanie Ruiz, Suzai Roy, Lusani Sadiki, with distinction. Jasmine Sangyangkhore, Moshatlama Sateke, Shirley Skeepers, Astrid Chauvin, Monique Skutte, Kyra Scully, Beloved Segele, Zaire Sidat, Botlale Safike, Penyo Sekati, with distinction. Kurapetse Sekaulelo, Nicole Sentu, with distinction. Zimele Shabalala, Deborah Shamuyarira, Minentle Shezi, Kurula Shikwambana, Israel Schneider, with distinction. Zilindile Sibanda, Homalemo Sibeko, Nkosinati Sidu, Nomfundo Silangwe, Caitlin Sim, with distinction. Lisa Sitole, Matsepo Sitole, Kaylin Smith, Melissa Smith, Gustav Snyman, with distinction. Sean Snyman, Prayasha Sukanathan, Ruan Stevens, with distinction. Tandiwe Stock, Michael Strydom, Odette Strydom. Chelsea Swanepoel with distinction. Inge Swanepoel with distinction. Andani Tendane. Zoe Lee Tipperson with distinction. She also receives the Gildenays Malachi Incorporated Prize for the Best Student in Practical Law 400, as well as the UP Law Clinic Floating Trophy for the top achiever in the Practical Law 400 module. Sibusiso Tabete. Siyabonga Taylor. Lara Tom with distinction. Manyako Tulare. Kiabetswe Chale. Pauline Klapi. Dora Tlowana. Braden Toy. Verti Touré with distinction. Roselle Trumpy with distinction. Lizanne Trieter. Reinhard Trieter. Dedintle Tselapedi. Melusi Chabalala. Ompa Chamano. Jessie van Heerden. Willem van Heerden. Abraham van Jaarsveld with distinction. Megan van Skalkwyk. Nicole van Skalkwyk. Roland van Vuren, Matilda van Wyk with distinction. Shanae van der Merwe with distinction. Kylie van der Merwe. Lara van der Spuy. Cherie van der Walt. Hugo van der Westhuizen. Zara Varachia. Olwetu Willem. Jason Venter with distinction. Melanie Venter with distinction. Janiel Visser. Eileen Volker with distinction. Sarah Vivian Day with distinction. Travis Watson. Justin Wenzel with distinction. Clayton Wesley. Samantha Whelan with distinction. Lucias Willemse. Shanae Williamson. Christopher Williamson with distinction. He also receives the Chair of Banking Law Prize for the Best Student in Law of Banking and Financial Institutions for 10, as well as the Private Law Prize for the Best Student in Law of Damages for 10. Gerard Wolmerans. Devin Weikert with distinction. He also receives the following prizes: Delport van den Berg Prize for the Best Student in Deeds and Notarial Practice for 10, Harold Glasgow Prize for the final year LLB student who obtained the highest weighted average in all the prescribed final year LLB modules, the Adams and Adams Prize for the student with the highest weighted average in the prescribed modules during all 4 years of the LLB program. We are not finished yet. The Grotius Medal for the final year LLB student who obtained the highest weighted average in all the prescribed final year modules, as well as the award of the Vice Chancellor and Principal. The award consists of a silver medal as well as a cash prize and certificate, and is awarded to candidates for outstanding undergraduate academic achievement during all the undergraduate years of study. Wandile Kaba. He receives the UNESCO Africa Chair in Education Law Prize for the Best Student in Education Law 420. Mandisa Yoyo. Ripfumelo Zita. Tando Zwane.
Thank you, Dean Skuman. I've already awarded Mr. Devin Wykend with his medal and his certificate. We're supposed to repeat the whole show again, but we did it in one show. But I would like to repeat the following and to get another applause for him. I have hereby presented Devin Wykend with the award of the Vice Chancellor and Principal. Moving on, let us give our graduates a big hand for their hard work and perseverance. And I would now like to ask our graduates to applaud their families, friends, partners, and spouses for the support over the years. We have now come to the end of the proceedings. You are requested to stand for the singing of the national anthem and to remain standing until the assembly has been dissolved and the academic procession has left the auditorium. The words of the national anthem are printed on the inside back cover of the program. I was going to say please rise, but you did it quite quickly. So keep standing. Now, national anthem. By the powers vested in me, I hereby dissolve this assembly of the University of Pretoria.